There we go.
Perfect. Alright, the first thing our runners are going to be doing is going for the Klungo cutscene skip. The skip that they use to skip the Klungo cutscene.
As you may have heard.
And both players get it.
Yeah.
Good start to this race.
So no lead gain there. We're gonna move on to the first Klungo fight here. First RNG factor of the game. First of many. So, ideally looking for green potions here. Get that out of the way.
Yeah. And even if there's no green potions, you know, everyone always wants to have the better potion. If you get a red potion, I mean, you got a safe Klungo one. Ooh. Polly, unfortunately, getting the red. Flight's getting the green, so he might be able to catch up a bunch here if he gets his potion out. He was a little late entering Klungo 1 because he missed his eggs in Spiral Mountain, so
We'll see how Flights does on this potion shot. He misses the shot.
yeah. Flight's taking a bit of a YOLO shot onto Klungo. Not quite.
I think it was a little bit late there.
Yeah. Not doing the proper setup for shooting green potion Klungo optimally. He has the chance to run away. And if he runs in the opposite direction of your eggs, you just can't shoot far enough to hit him. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, because you're already trying to set up as far away from Klungo as you can to try to set up a push.
So both players finishing their Klungo 1 about the exact same time, unfortunately, but Polly's going to be out first.
Polly's going to have a little bit of a lead, around 6 seconds here. Alright, so coming up the next trick is the red house backflip. Polly's struggling a little bit to set it up.
Oh, missed his first one.
Both runners having some trouble here. Lights gets it. Was that third try? And
something like that, third or fourth.
So loses his lead there, but this is still fine.
Yeah.
Thing extremely tragic.
Backflip really depends on your height, where you're standing on the rim of the house. So it's not a super consistent backflip up to the top of the roof, but there are setups to make it work.
Yeah, because you have to be at the very, very top of the door arch there.
Yeah. Not only do you have to be at the very top, but you also can't be like right up against the house when you do your beak bust, or else you don't. It kind of pushes you down a little bit. So
yeah, you have to like make it outside the edge.
Yeah, you need to be able to jump out and then kind of go back in order to make it up. So it walls some people. Sometimes it happens first try.
And then you can always do the T jump.
The what jump?
The T jump.
Oh, yeah. T jumping into place.
And then there is the great method of doing it from the window, which I currently see nobody except PG do.
10 does it.
Oh, he does?
Yep.
Okay.
10 also does it. And I think Asmi does it too.
Okay.
But I think they're the only ones. But I mean, PG swears by it. He finds it way more consistent than the rim jump. And I mean, I agree with him, but there's just a lot of things that can go wrong on the window jump that are a little bit harder to think about. I mean, if you fail the jump from the rim of the house, I mean, you can just do it again. But failing the window jump, you fall all the way off the house. So
to be fair, if you're on PG's level, if you fail it once, you're gonna reset either way. So if you fail it, and I think the door rim jump is slightly faster if you do it like immediately as you land. But if you take any sort of that up there, you kind of lose the potential time save. Right, so Flights gets his plateau early, and Paul gets it, I think, second try. Missed it once there. Let's see how Flights does on the GGM early here.
Ooh, that was very close.
Barely. Oh.
A little bit too far forward. Oh no, now he's got a sideways camera. That's gonna mess him up a little bit.
Turn again. Okay, there we go.
Alright, Polly
doing
it now too.
Same issue here. We're just watching some bears and some birds whack against a gate. Okay, Polly gets in.
Polly makes it in. Both players having the problem. They're moving too far left and right.
Yeah, and then they're like, you really don't want to be doing it sideways. That somehow worked, but it's really difficult to make it work if you're sideways to the grading.
I mean, doing it sideways, it still works exactly the same way, but it's just your camera's in such a weird spot, and I mean, you're basically moving like back and forth. The reason you want to be at a slight angle like that is so you can move forward slightly and move along that angle in such a way that you just you get less distance than going simply side to side, and that's exactly what the side camera does.
Yeah, what I meant was like you don't want to be moving sideways because the increments of moving sideways is way weird due to that. So it's really hard to hit that seam. Alright, so coming in, Polly actually makes up for some of the time lost here on the speed shoe section.
Yeah, both runners having a lot of problems collecting the notes on their plateau. Polly having problems with his notes up above, meanwhile Flight's getting stuck on his notes down below, but...
Oh!
Oh no!
How
did he fall off? It looked good. He slid way too far.
Yeah, he slid just slightly off the edge and he couldn't recover it from there because I think he thought he was on the bridge still or something.
Yeah,
Polly took the safe way out of sliding downwards from the bridge.
I thought he was gonna just slide and not move at all, but I guess he slid way too far, so that's gonna be a big time loss, falling down there. So he's gonna have a rough hill to climb from here on out. But
yeah.
we'll see what
slightly
happens.
ahead into that, and that's like upwards a minute of time loss.
Yeah.
All there.
Flights has the time advantage on Polly though. His PB is a little bit better, but I mean, if Polly doesn't make too big mistakes from here on out, then who knows? But it's too early to tell at this point. With the rest of GGM and MT still to happen, it's anyone's race.
Yeah, and being in like the 47-48 range of PBs, there's gonna be like mistakes in the run. It's just a matter of who gets what mistakes. More so.
Flight starting his swim section in the flooded caves. Meanwhile, Polly is ready to go set up his DCW. We've seen a lot of falling off the waterfall in this tournament so far. A lot more than I thought to be expected. I mean, it's a really common mistake to make in the run. I mean, if you make any sort of mistake falling down, like, I mean, look at that. He hit the ground, just started sliding ever so slightly, and then just kind of slid a little too far.
Yeah. The really safe approach is to like slide downwards so that if you fall down, you fall into the waterfall pool. And even if it's it's a biggish time loss because of all the lag, it's still like not the entire minute of having to death warp and run back there.
Polly was having a little bit of trouble standing on the rope as the detonator, kind of jumping back and forth there a little bit, but he made it on. Just kind of using the detonator's auto jump instead of actually jumping. And another thing that Polly does every single time in the race is he always detonates himself once in the cave here. I don't think he knows that detonating on the TNT box deals you 1 damage, or deals you 3 damage in total, 2 for the box and then 1 for blowing yourself up.
Like, I actually missed how he detonated, but it might be that he's like mistakenly pressing B for the
no, he purposely detonates himself. He's done it every single race.
Oh, okay. Because I know there's a lot of people that like just just think that you have to press B to trigger that cutscene?
No. No, Polly always self-detonates himself once in fuel storage.
Let's get some fairly clean damage boost there at least, so there's like decent movement right now.
Alright, Polly on his way back. He's done with the detonator. Time to become Banjo again. One failed detonator levitation.
That is more than fine.
I know what I said, be coddle.
I mean, you can't self-detonate anyone else.
You can self-detonate onto someone else.
That is true. Electrode use self-destruct. Luckily, this is not Pokemon. Flight takes a little bit of a dump into the water on the way around the edge there. See how his detonation goes.
Alright, Flight's also with the second try detonator levitation, but at least he didn't take the damage twice.
Yeah, he just kind of got stuck on the jump there, but he didn't actually did salto. Slightly lesser of a time loss.
Game likes to eat the inputs on the waterfall.
If you're really far to the right there, it becomes fairly laggy, and it can do that. It messes with the timings. I'm not sure if it actually like eats like significantly more inputs, but the timing becomes different. All right, Polly coming up on Generator Cavern here, doing the usual Town Trot setup. Gets onto the ladder, no re-reps, no problems. Re-grabs the ladder on the way down, though. Not sure if that was intentional. Probably not.
I think he accidentally just jumped in front of the ladder instead of behind it.
And I think it looked like he actually grabbed the ladder from behind.
Nope, that was you can only grab the ladder from the front. If you fall in front of the ladder, you're almost guaranteed to grab it.
Alright. Polly also doing both of the lamp jumps. Really well done in the Power Hub basement here. So fairly good back half of GGM from Polly. Makes it out of GGM on a fairly decent run. See how Flights does on his Generator Cavern. Also going for the Talent Shot setup. No surprise. Doesn't center the camera all the way behind him, but gets the ladder grab nonetheless.
Probably with a pretty good setup for his switch, but it wasn't.
It was slightly too far right. It looked good. It looked good.
I thought that looked really good. That one.
That is
100% not gonna work. Yeah. I mean, the switch.
Okay,
that looks
there we
good.
go.
The switch is really mind-boggling in how far left the hitbox stretches. Like, you can shoot a fire egg like really far left, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Like, I've definitely been bamboozled by it before.
Yeah, I swear the hitbox is not where the visual switch is. Like, there's no way.
I mean, it's also the hitbox of your fire egg too. It's hard to tell exactly how far out it goes just because the egg is on fire and what it catches, but yeah.
It's difficult.
Alright, so
if you just shoot at it dead center, you're most likely to hit.
Alright, from the look of their splits, it's not too bad looking for Flights, but he's still got a long way to go. He's got about a minute and 20 seconds to catch up.
That setup looked good, but he flicked right there on this fire shot.
Oh, and he's
And now
dropping frames.
I lost footage. Yeah,
Oh.
he's just dropping a bunch of frames.
No, he's too high.
Whoa.
He finally got it. Got a little too low.
That last one was also kind of high, but it was just low enough to hit the switch.
Yeah,
The
last one was good. Like, your camera doesn't need to be pointed down, but I mean, it's close.
Yeah. Because it's a round switch, you rather like be slightly lower. So if you're leaving a little bit to the side, you're still more likely to hit it.
It's really easy to go down too low if you walk too far down. Either way, he's on his way to go start his first puzzle. Meanwhile, Polly just finishes his first puzzle. A 90 on his MT puzzle.
I think we lost like all resemblance of sync there with the frame droppage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sync mine and see where we're at.
When Flight7z drops frames, he probably his stream probably updated on the VLC output, and that's why it shows up as more ahead.
Yeah, for me it dropped behind, so it was like a bit off. So I'm at 43, 44, 45. So
yeah. I'm a couple seconds ahead of you then.
Yeah. I think my VLC didn't update it, so I just paused Poly's stream instead.
Yeah, I had to pause
Alright.
Flight7z stream.
Get everything back in sync.
That was a really, really close 90 that Flight7z almost had, but it ticked slightly down to 89. So yeah, Flight7z with the 17, 18. So yeah, it's about a minute 20 seconds that he needs to catch up. A minute 25.
Yeah. Alright. Poly coming up on JSG early here. See how he does.
Ooh. Popped out on the first one. I almost thought he was going to go for that. That was almost the right amount of height, but not quite.
It's a bit scary to like try to do off the flap.
Poly's backup is always the third person backup, and it's funny, every time he bonks in first person, he does the third person backup first try. And it's always funny.
Yeah. I feel like it might be like easier to find the height where you're supposed to flap at when in third person, but you'd imagine that you'd go back into first person like after you flapped. But
I mean, I just think Poly should maybe just go for the skip in third person entirely instead.
Yeah, if that works for him, then I'm sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's slightly more laggy, but I mean, as long as it works.
It's not that much laggy. It's just a different visual cue you have to look at because you can't see the underside of the vines.
Yeah, I mean, I don't look at the vines as much either way. Everybody has kind of their own cues. Alright, let's see how Flight7z does.
Yeah, Flight7z gets in just fine.
Gets in first try, so it catches up a little bit. That's exactly what he needs to catch up in this race.
Flight7z dodging the club. Jumped a little bit on the wrong side of the Mogi.
Alright. Poly gets a clean death warp off the snake. No bouncing. Or missing the jiggy for that matter.
Yeah, on the Jade Snake Grove early, Flight7z probably saved another 10 seconds on Poly, so...
Might have been more than that. Alright, Poly actually lands on the Jinjo on the stadium. But it's a fairly clean bet.
That was a frantic looking beak bomb. Oh my goodness, what is Poly doing? He's going all over the place with his flight section.
Yeah. He made it up like grabbing the jiggy in flight with the flap, but then his like last beak bomb was was way off. Because he was in third person, so it's really hard to aim down properly.
I mean, Polly didn't even try to aim down.
Yeah, that is.
Polly aimed right
And
at the skull.
The backflip to show dominance. I mean, he is a BK runner, so I mean, I guess.
I guess that
that
is something.
More natural.
I think this is like one of the first times Polly has ever done that beak bomb in first person. Like a lot of the BK runners in the race, we see going for the beak bomb in third person, and it's really laggy. It's hard to do. And I mean, look at Fliigh7z.
Yeah,
He
like
did the
this one
same
as well.
thing. He went for the beak bomb in third person as well.
And Polly tried to go for the treble clef beak bomb in third person, but he actually aimed it a little bit too far down and
Yeah, and now
fumbled there.
Fliigh7z went for his beak bomb in third person as well. So
Bonks on the temple, flaps back up there, aims a little bit more down, and gets a pretty clean landing. So catching up a little bit again, slowly but surely.
yeah, this is this is a crazy empty route from both runners.
I mean, it is the like normal route. It is just unorthodox execution. But it's definitely like one of the harder parts of the run. So no shame in messing up there.
Polly
And
messing
it
up his
takes a
beak
lot of
bomb as
practice
well.
to do all those beak bombs cleanly.
Yeah,
Alright.
but
Yeah. Polly coming up on his person code here. Let's see what Lady Luck entails. Go
Oof,
first
Fliigh7z
try, and I think he misremembers the codes, or is he? No, he's going for the moon second. Nope.
Polly's.
Alright, so
I'm not sure what
let's
Polly's
see.
doing. I think he. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, he just did the codes in different order.
Yeah.
He did remember the codes correctly. I'm not sure if there is any added merit in doing it that way.
It's just slower.
They still do overlap. I guess it's like one extra back and forth you have to do.
Yeah.
But it's no big deal.
It's just movement
The
on
bigger
switches.
the bigger deal is the fact that he got third try code.
Would have been
Alright,
first
let's
try or second try code if you would have done them the other way.
Yeah, it would have been second try.
Right, Fliigh7z onto his code now.
Fliigh7z
He's caught
actually
up
doing the
considerably,
exact thing.
but
No, okay, no. Fliigh7z is just misremembering the code.
no, Fliigh7z is doing them in the right order. He just
He
has
was
to.
doing them in the right order, but I think he.
No, he just had to look up the codes. He doesn't have them memorized, I don't think.
Okay. Yeah, I think he did like triple star there or something.
Well, that's because he did star at the end, but then the next code starts with star, so instead of immediately running to
okay,
the
yeah.
other one, he just doubled up, trying to
Yeah,
punch
he
in the
didn't
entire
realize the
code.
overlap, yeah. Alright, so third try code for both. No time saved or lost there in terms of the race. Polly doesn't get up on the boulder, but gets the beak bust right on top of the pillar. Alright, there's the first jump. Takes his time to recenter into the camera, which is very respectable.
Slow and steady
Very
wins
nice
the
job,
race.
Polly. Very nice job. Right, Fliigh7z coming up on his pillars as well. Not a lot of time to save there, but he might need some good pillars to stay in this. He's not that far behind if he gets first try pillars.
Yeah. Still
Only
probably
like-
at least 30 to 40 seconds behind,
Something like that, yeah.
but looking good so far.
Good.
Ooh, I don't know
The
about
last
that though.
one.
Oh, he got it!
Camera was nice, really nice. That last one looked a little bit iffy because it was a little bit angled. But he did it. He adjusted for the angled camera.
Yeah.
Properly.
Oh, and now he's going in the wrong direction. Instead of
He's
swimming
going-
over to the pillar.
I think I've seen him do this before, where he like surfaces and comes like by land.
Ooh, and he's going for the backup
Or-
feathers, but he picked up the wrong ones.
Alright, so a little bit extra time there. Alright, and then moving on to get the last Jiggy of the run. It's actually kind of interesting to think about that you get the last Jiggy in the entire run, like barely halfway in. Alright. Polly coming up on his puzzles here. See how his puzzling skills serve him today. There's a little bit of issues.
Not good so far.
Guess is wrong on the bottom piece as well.
Alright, a 79 out of Polly.
Alright.
Oh
so
boy,
there's
that was a
definitely-
nice puzzle.
Yeah, there's definitely some catching up that Flights can do if he can get a good GGM puzzle here. Oh, he's struggling a little bit as well. That's actually interesting. He's one of the like few runners who have seen start on the lower side. I feel like it's a natural tendency for most people to start on the top side, like the pieces that are above the puzzle.
I honestly don't think it matters in the slightest. I've
I don't think it matters.
I've
It's
started
just, like,
picking up pieces from every side of the puzzle.
Yeah, I think it's just a tendency that I've noted. It's just interesting. I don't think it matters in terms of like how well they do on the puzzles. It's just curious. It saves a couple of seconds on Polly there. 80, well, I think it was an 81 versus the 79. Now Polly getting a bit of a better start on his Witchy World puzzle.
Yeah, this is a much better puzzle than he had last time.
Actually, really clean. Had a little bit of trouble with that last one, but still an 81 is very decent.
Flight's dropping more frames on us, but he's got to splice in his victory somehow. I really dislike the Witchy World puzzle. The way Banjo's hand moves on the Witchy World puzzle is way too hard to control.
I actually think Witchy World's like one of the better ones because there's a lot of bright colors, so it's easy to distinguish where the pieces go. Aside from the bottom ones, like the bottom row is terrible.
Yeah, nothing to do with how easy the puzzle is to put together. It's a very easy puzzle to put together, but the hand moves very fast on the puzzle.
Okay, I haven't noted that, like any.
Yeah, very difficult to
Special.
control just because there's not much lag on it. Banjo's handle rocket to the
That's
speed of
fair.
light.
Yeah.
Alright, now we go into the JRL puzzle. Looks like you got a good look at a lot of the pieces that went in each direction.
It's the bottom one wrong. They do look very similar, so he was just guessing, but unfortunately for him, it went wrong. 76.
Right, Flights is only one, with like 3/4 of a puzzle behind Polly at this point.
Yeah, basically one like puzzle completion behind. Like right as Polly ended his puzzle, like starting his.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Having
it
a
looks like he's going full spaghetti mode on this puzzle too.
Yeah, the milled pieces are giving him some trouble here. He also got like all of the milled pieces, I think, so a bit unfortunate.
Yeah.
Polly taking it safe on the reset there, waiting for the cutscene to play.
Yeah,
There's the 69.
Flights with the 69 JRL puzzle. Didn't get a good look at what the picture on each of the pieces were before he put it in, so tried to put a few too many in the wrong spot, but at least we're out of puzzles now.
I think overall those puzzles were sort of even. I think Polly might have saved a couple, like some 2 or 3 seconds total. Because Flights did save some on GGM. Alright. So time to watch Bear and Bird run in circle.
I enjoy Bear and Bird run around in circle. There's not a whole lot you have to think about on this split. It's just kind of you run around thinking about how your run has been.
Yeah, and how the rest of your run might go.
Yeah.
How much time you need to save on each split to PB, and so on. That's usually how it goes. The only thing you can really lose time on, except for potentially bonks, is the grenade shot.
Yeah. Polly doing his traditional extra note in Witchy World.
So he gets to skip the one in during the swim in JRL.
Yeah. Makes the swim just a little bit safer.
That shot looks good. There we go. Flights is right behind him though. Also going for the safety note nest here.
Yep. How fortunate that both runners are doing the same route. So we'll be able
no
to
route deviation there.
So we'll be able to keep their times good. No one's going to be losing time to each other in JRL.
Yeah, I think the only thing that will really be time like inevitable time saved or lost is Klungo 2. Because Polly might get in green potion.
Yeah, Polly could also
Like
make the same mistake on green potion, which hopefully we won't see, but never know.
That is also true.
Looking at their timers now. Flights is about 35 seconds behind Polly at this point. So
Yeah.
he's done a lot of catching up this race. He's been in catch-up mode since the very beginning with his mistake in GGM. So
He's caught up some of it, and it's definitely like not race over yet. Except unless we don't get our stream feedback, then it might be.
oh, it looks like Flights is doing a lot of stream dropping though. So he's slowly making around all.
Do we get to resync this back?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait until his stream finishes
Is there a way
buffering
to
though.
refresh just straight up on VLC?
You just hit the fast forward button to jump back to real time. But I'm gonna wait until his stream has stopped buffering. Otherwise it'll just happen again. Whoa, what is that? Oh my god, Flights must have fallen off plateau.
Yeah, I think he's entering the silo here again. So
Yeah, I didn't see what happened, but he must have jumped off plateau somehow when he was going for the split up pad.
that is the most likely thing.
Oh, that's such a mistake.
That
Unfortunately,
That's
it's not the first time we've seen it this this tournament. Mumbo Token did the same thing in his first round match against Bex.
Yeah. Oh, but he
No,
yeah
he
he
must
did
have
get
fallen
some.
off cliff
He
top.
must have fallen off a cliff top. Yeah.
Yeah, he must have got hit by the grunny dactyl when he was going by Mumbo's skull.
Does he need to like split up again in that case? Shouldn't the gate be open? I don't know if it stays open.
Yeah, you're right, actually. How did he
All right.
die then? I don't know. We'll have to ask him when the race is over.
Yeah, because we literally have no information about the matter.
Yeah.
All right. Meanwhile, Ollie making good work out of his JRL swim.
Yeah. I haven't seen what's gone on in Polly's JRL so far, trying to figure out what's going on in Flight7z stream, but because he has
Yeah.
one bubble entering electric eel there, it means he had a good swim, so.
Yeah.
Oh, Flight7z stream dropped.
Yep. That's
His stream
complete,
entirely went down this
failure.
time, so let's go ahead and just turn that off for now. And we'll try and get that back as soon as we can, but RIP and F.
Yeah. We'll try to get him back online.
Oh, that's what happened. Okay, Flight7z just added me.
Okay, what's going on?
Okay, Flight7z just said his internet just went out.
Oh.
So yeah, Flight7z internet died, so he's let me know, but I told him to keep racing. So he's gonna keep going. His internet's down, but you know, he's gonna do the best that he can do, right?
He'll splice the best run he can find. Kipo. Meanwhile, Polly actually golded his JRL split. So good for him. He's actually on a fairly decent run. He's only 17 seconds behind his PB. There's definitely potential here. And Polly did get red potion first, so there's even some additional time save if he gets a green potion here and does it properly. Nice text.
Alright, Polly does get a green potion, so he's gonna be saving time on whatever potion Flight7z gets.
If he does this well.
Unfortunately, Flight7z did have a really bad green potion, so even though Polly did get a red the first and then a green, he's still probably going to be overall saving time on the Klungo. Polly balls enough to get into first person while green potion Klungo is shooting at him too. That's definitely hard. You have to shoot an egg like right away, otherwise you otherwise you just get hit by a potion.
It wasn't in Talent Trot, so it goes slightly easier. Because you're kind of like lower down, so you get to shoot it from below. But really nice job. Gonna get his last notes here and learn Clockwork Eggs before moving on to the final boss fight.
Yeah, if nothing wrong happened for Flight7z in JRL, he's probably just starting his Klungo 1 fight right now.
Yeah. I believe that is a bonkless run for Polly.
Yeah, we never saw any bonks on Flight7z's side either up until his stream crashed, so
We're likely missing at least one silo. Probably two.
I think it would only be one, because his stream started being choppy for us between going to Clifftop, so the only thing we'd be missing is
The
Talon Torpedo, I think.
Talon Torpedo and Clockwork. The Clockworks haven't probably happened yet, but we're not seeing this right now.
Yeah.
Alright. Tag movie time. Get your popcorn ready.
I don't know what that was.
That's the sound of good old Scottish gold.
Sounded like Wario.
Alright. It must have been a little highly distorted.
Or Waluigi.
Waluigi.
I've asked T-Gump to commentate Flameforged, but I haven't asked him today, but I've asked him previously. He hasn't ever said anything.
I think we need alpha commentary.
I've asked Alpha tonight as well, but he can't commentate tonight.
And
So I'll probably ask Univin to cast our last race of the night.
what a meme it would be if Alpha cast my race versus T-Gump. That'd be hot. Alright. So, in the meantime, Ollie is making his way to the final boss fight against the giant drill.
Oh, Fliigh7z stream is back up.
Oh baby.
Okay, Fliigh7z is in his Klungo 2 fight right now, just finishing up. So let's go ahead and get his stream back up and running for y'all.
Something must have happened in JRL, or he must have like stopped to try and fix internet stuff because he's lost a bunch of time since we last saw him.
I'm not entirely sure on that one, but probably correct on that. He's a little bit delayed as well, but we can just bump up Polly. Oh my god.
He's also actively forgetting to split, so we actually like don't see exactly what his pace is. But he's a fair bit behind.
Yeah, something must happen somewhere because he's missing notes.
And he did go for the safety notes, so it's not the ones in JRL per se. I'm not quite sure.
He must have missed some notes in JRL.
I'm thinking like, did he just downright forget the ones like on plateau? That he did fall off a plateau and forgot he needs to go back for the notes.
Maybe.
Because
Well,
he
he would have been short 10 notes then.
Yeah, but he got
5.
5 extra. Maybe he realized he forgot them and got the ones during the JRL swim. I don't know. We're gonna have to ask him after the run is finished.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll ask him. We'll see.
Alright.
At this point, we're just guessing.
Yeah, and we're getting pretty close to the end here. Gonna observe how Polly does on his Tag 1 fight.
Polly
Goes for
attempting
the
to do the
rapid fire
grenade
miss.
quick shots, but he's a little bit too high. Oh man, he might miss the cycle. Oh no, got it just in time. Yeah, standing a little bit too far away, it's really hard to hit Grunty when you're standing that far away from the drill. Really easy to dodge your shots, but he might miss getting on top of the drill too. Oh, he manages to make it up.
Oh, nice back.
Ooh, and he didn't get hit either. I'm surprised he's not getting hit by the mortars standing that far down the drill.
Yeah, he got pushed to the side by the drill, like when he backflipped up. So I think it like pushed him out of the way of the mortar there. I'm really surprised that still made it up.
Yeah, that's not really how it works.
Oh, it did clearly like push him to the side there.
Yeah, but the mortars shoot every time. They don't track just one position. If you're too far down the drill, then they will hit you. but he must have been standing just far up enough in that dead zone. They'll also hit you if you're moving on top of the drill as well. I don't actually know how they hit you, because sometimes they just... I mean, I don't know how they miss you either, is the real thing.
That's actually the real question, because they're, like, meant to hit you.
Okay.
Alright.
So Polly gets done his mortar phases now, moving on to the battery phases.
Yeah, opts to not go for the grenade shots there. Had some trouble earlier, so very respectable. All he really needs to do at this point is not die. So
Yeah.
meanwhile, Flight takes a wrong warp on his way to plateau.
Yeah, Polly has a massive, massive lead at this point.
Yeah. He's also, like, very healthy right now, so I think he should be fine.
Healthy boy.
He's taking care of himself. Eats his veggies and just leave it. I'll leave it at that. Alright, I'm gonna go for his first battery here. Let's see if we have to disqualify him due to poor choice of battery. No, he goes for the correct one. Good job.
Gets the full force of the lag, but Polly is not really worried about lag, I don't think.
I don't think he minds at this point.
Alright, Flight's just about to start his Hag 1 with a traditional stream drop. Well, frame drop.
It was a stream drop earlier. Hopefully not again.
I'm not sure what's going on Polly's stream with his audio.
Yeah, he said he did have some audio issues.
Yeah, he did. That was that
He
that
also
was
said
really
he-
creepy sounding.
But he also did say he had like a backup, like I don't know, like another capture card.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm not sure. It's gonna be another somebody to ask. Because I don't know. That was really funny.
I actually did not have his audio on, so I don't exactly know how that sounded.
Okay, so now he's
That's brain power.
yeah, now he's got brain power playing. That must be an alert. Oh yeah, that's his host alert.
That's the host alert.
Yeah, he's got a host.
God damn it, Falcon. Thank you, Falcon, for the 0 viewer triple host.
Alright, Polly's almost done. He's just got 2 more phases to go. I think he's still at full health. So he's gonna
He might be at 4, I'm not actually sure.
so he's gonna have a pretty easy time for the rest of this, I think. Just casually getting out of the way.
It's actually interesting how the fight doesn't really even show your health if you don't take damage.
Yeah, if you have more than oh my god. If you have more than 2 health, it doesn't show your health. Alright, Polly finishes with a 49-18.
Tried to finish off Hag 1 with a clockwork. Didn't quite work.
Flights was only at 1 health. Oh my god.
Oh boy. 2 health.
Yeah, he just collected a honeycomb, so now he's at 2 health.
Right.
That was a rough beginning of his Hag 1 fight.
Alright. So GG's to Polly. Let's see. Flights can finish off his run without any more technical difficulties. That would be a no.
Yeah, that's
think
the
he
end of
just
the
con-
fight
I
there.
think he just
Seeing
resigned.
that it was over, he's going for the end. Or maybe he did try and jump out of the way and didn't quite make it. So